Let's talk about the backlash and the critics that I get. And I don't typically speak on the haters, but this is the only time I will. The last time. Because I truly do get so much more love and support, but I get it more through DM because this is what happens when people show love and support towards me. Ready? This girl goes, I commented goals on your boat picture and I just received so much hate on my profile. Literally through all my pictures, people were telling me to myself. Can you believe that? LOL, I'm sorry if you deal with that on a daily basis because this is absolutely insane that a bunch of random strangers would just tell me to off myself because I commented on your profile. I screenshot all the messages. I'm going to make a little TikTok and tag the girls because no one should be able to do that. The amount of girls who will DM me and be like, I made a video supporting you but I deleted it, or comments supported you but I deleted it because I got so much hate. So let's get into what I think about the hate. First thing I want to say is I've been talking about my life and my life as like an intern in a job literally for over the past year, and it didn't start to get negative until I lost the weight. I tried to stay positive as my account was built for genuine interest. I was posting my life around a career girl and talking about portion control as well as food choices and the struggle of maintaining weight, being a career girl. I talked about how it's so nice, like, not being on a diet, you just, like, portion control, and I got so much request and genuine interest of girls asking me to make content on it, so I started making content. It was honestly an organic request, and that is how my content was born. It was literally just organic. It was so highly requested. Some people, once they saw me drop the weight and I talked about portion control, kept requesting, so half my content is based off what people request. It's the interest, obviously. Like marketing 101. What people want, I do. I literally post a story once a week asking what you guys want, and I create that because I do it for you guys, obviously. I then created a community of girls where we talked about and uplifted each other to try and lose weight while working a sedentary job from 9 to 5. I'll see videos like this, watching the Have a Core Power as a meal as I polish off bags of candy as a marathon runner. Like, wait, my content literally talks about how it's for 9 to 5 and sedentary people. Like, not gonna lie, at first, these videos would make me mad because they're so manipulated and flat out misrepresent what I stand for. Like, as you guys know, I eat everything in moderation. Obviously, I would never promote eating tons and tons of bags of candy as, like, come on, we shouldn't be, having any, no one should be eating bags of candy. It should be about balance. So I don't really understand, like, that girl's point, like, at all, because I'm not a marathon runner, and I talk about how I don't like excessively working out. I'd rather, portion control. So I don't really understand her point, like, at all, because I'm not a marathon runner, and I personally don't want to eat bags of candy. So that just doesn't, I don't get her point. I do understand, though, and empathize with girls who are struggling with their body image and who are kind of triggered by this content. I hope they get the help that they need. Most of the girls who are backlashing are saying they did have eating disorders or have struggled with their body image and their weight, aka this girl came with me because people like Liv Schmidt exist. Food is so good and so yummy. If she has no haters, I'm dead. And then in her comment section, talks about how much she hates me. Again, I empathize with her because, again, I've never struggled with an eating disorder ever, but, like, I eat fries, I eat chicken, like, go on my page. I do all that stuff. I just eat it in moderation, and I just think it's really weird that if you struggled with an eating disorder, you are putting down what another girl eats. I just find it weird, personally. I'm like, okay, if you've had an eating disorder, why are we comparing and we're putting down another girl for what she eats? So it's just weird, and I also don't understand it. Almost all of us have struggled with our weight and body image, so whenever you hear someone like myself talk about how it can be kind of easy, you just talk about portion control and light exercise and 10,000 steps a day, I understand that it can be triggering. As seeing me successful at it, like, that point blank period, I'm just successful at it, my weight loss is successful, so I understand how it can be triggering for some people who have tried to lose weight and they can't doing that. I have specifically said multiple times, scroll on my page, that majority of my content does focus on the more sedentary lifestyle, the girls who do work the 9 to 5, okay? So, I talk about portion control, steps, 10,000 steps, not excess cardio, not excess, like, I'm not a marathon runner like that girl. I don't do excess cardio like that. I don't do excess workouts like that. I'm just a basic girl who does 10,000 steps or tries to and does 30 minutes of workouts or 45 minutes of workouts, some Pilates 3 to 4 times a week, and portion control my food. I don't do diets. I don't say take this pill. I don't do that pill. I don't do all this diet bullshit. I literally just work in portion control. So that is what my page resonates with, the people who understand and support this lifestyle. Body positivity, by definition, I looked it up, is accepting people, all shapes and sizes, big, small, large, okay? But for some reason, body positivity seems to promote thin as a preference, isn't allowed. If you look at my what I eat in days, there's nothing less than 1,500 calories. I don't count calories, but I had to start putting them as some people would manipulate and be like, oh, it's 800. Girl, BFFR. Anyone who is saying I'm pushing less than 800 calories, it's just not real. They have a miscalculating calorie problem, and they're being manipulated and manipulative. Go on my page. I don't show restriction of anything. I don't promote restriction of anything. I literally promote portion control and working and socializing and doing all that with portion control. And that's my life. I am mindful of how weight loss works, and I have never claimed to be a nutritionist, a dietitian, but I do educate myself on the topic daily, and I do take the ED accusations very seriously, extremely seriously, but that is just not me. I am active, I go to work, I'm always socializing, and you look at a typical ED symptom, you don't work out, it's very hard to get out of bed, lack of energy, lack of this, lack of that. That's not me. I don't have any off-limit foods, eating bats. I also commented on this girl's video, but she kept deleting my comments. I was like, I'm so sorry that you have an ED or you had one. In the past, I personally have never had one. Blah, 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 blah. I just find it gross and disgusting that you would, if you went through that yourself, why you would. I have so many friends, you guys, with eating disorders. I had people extremely close with me. I'm not going to name names, but I had someone extremely close to me have one, as well as girls in my community have one. So I don't take that lightly, okay? And all these girls in the community, you also have to look at the other side. You know how many girls, this is what people don't realize, how many girls have with eating disorders came to me and said, I didn't realize I could eat everything, but in portions I had bad foods and good foods, and I had this and that. So you also have to think, how many girls I've influenced out of anorexia, out of this. Look, you can literally eat whatever you want in portions. You can eat protein. You know how many girls are scared of protein? You know how many girls were scared of protein that I helped. So you have to look at both sides, okay? I am influencing more girls, young girls who didn't eat, and to, how many girls were, in my community too, who were saying they didn't have birthday cake because they were so scared of having birthday cake, and this year for their birthday they had a slice in portions. Or how many girls saying they never allowed themselves to have desserts, but now they're allowing them to have it in portions. So, come on, girl. My platform is real, and it is, towards people who want to be successful, career-oriented, and who are career-oriented, and who also want to be slim and look a certain aesthetic. Obviously, if that's not you and you can care less of what you look like, scroll, you won't like my page. But also, I'm not responsible for your triggers. I'm sorry. I'm not at all. Triggered was a big, big word used to describe my content, and I'm going to tell you why that's not valid at all. We have the option to follow or block whatever creator we want, do we not? If it is truly triggering, why would you not do that? Also, triggering is different to so many people. When you are trying to lose weight, it can be triggering or hard to see people do it successfully. To other people, it is triggering to see lots of people eat a large amount of food, and that they are body positive, yet then they're on their page talking about how unhappy they are with their body or how they're having bad body image days. Sending mixed messages. If it is that triggering to you, that is your issue, and you should get your help that you need and your resources, and you should really just shouldn't be on social media, whatsoever. Or you can go on TikTok and you can filter out things you don't want to see, so maybe go do that. But at the end of the day, it's your issue to figure out, what's triggering, what is the underlying issue, and you should back away from viewing those topics. TikTok is obviously entertainment, so I do make some jokes. You can see some jokes on my For You page that some people don't find funny. At the end of the day, though, if you get really triggered, you need to back away from social media topics and handle it yourself. I take these accusations, especially the eating disorder ones, very seriously. I don't take it lightly at all, and I know it's a serious topic, and I've had people extremely close to me have one, so I don't find it funny, I don't find it entertaining, and I honestly find the people who are like, oh, lift schmidt exists, eating this because lift schmidt exists, stupid, because you're shoveling pounds of candy down your throat, or this, or that, or the other thing, and I would have more compassion for you, I do, and I do empathize with you, but whenever you're bullying a girl, especially you, Miss Girl, and all the comments bullying someone when you've gone through, something, not eating yourself, and I would think you would have, more compassion towards people, and it's kind of weird that you have this much hatred towards someone, and again, I don't have an eating disorder, so I think it's weird that you're putting out false accusations, as well as I eat food like this all of the time. But yeah, people honestly don't start to have a problem with it until I got to the certain weight that I am at, and that's, how the hate started, and it honestly doesn't bother me because eating this because lift schmidt trend exists. It's kind of funny because literally so many people found me through the hate, and then they come on my video and they're like, oh my god, there's literally nothing wrong, what? And it's funny because I eat half these things, and it's just funny because I don't want to be shoveling down food down my throat. That's not healthy at all. Talk to anyone who has been in eating disorder recovery. They tell you to balance your food and get nutrition and not binge on fries or binge on candy. That's no nutritional value. And it's actually crazy too because I have a ton of doctors and nutritionists, and I have actually had a few people who specialize in eating disorders in my DM saying they are so sorry for all of the hate that I receive and they see nothing wrong with my content, and I have DM'd a few of them and spoke to them back, as I do really like educating myself on all of these topics. At the end of the day, most of the hate, like I said, is coming from people who have struggled with those sort of things, and again, I do empathize, but I find it weird that you're projecting it on me. There's always going to be two opinions on this topic. For some people, they're like, oh my god, you only have one life, eat whatever you want, this, that, the other thing, and then, just be happy in your body, etc. And then there's people who, in my opinion, like me, okay, I have one life, I'm going to take care of my body, I'm going to fuel it properly, and I'm going to have the dream body I want, I'm going to have the body of my dreams. Sorry, my one life, I want the body of my dreams, point blank, done. Some people don't care. There's always going to be two different opinions on this topic, but the difference between me and these people is I would never bring down another girl on the internet. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't go, and especially someone who's had issues with food. You're kidding. I'm sorry, it's just so funny. That's just not me, and yeah, I don't bully, that's not cute, and I don't find it entertaining, and I'm happy. So if the reason you're winning is if you're happy, you're confident, you're finally happy in your body, and you're skinny, you're healthy skinny. I'm promoting being healthy skinny, I'm not promoting being unhealthy skinny. I'm healthy, I'm teeny, done. I'm super happy for my page and the community that I've built, and the community of girls that I've helped who struggled with EDs and who have came to me and been like, you've helped me so much out of it, you've helped me find food freedom and to eat in portions instead of overeating or undereating or this food or that food off limits. Love you.